On campus, Monday through Friday, I'm Eric Menkhus, or Professor Menkhus, but come Saturdays and around ASU football, I'm Big E.
There are all kinds of fans out there, but the best kind of fans are the loyal ones. Here's their story. Brought to you by Hyundai.
I'm Eric Menkhus. I went to ASU 3 times, and now I'm a professor at the Senator A. O'Connor College of Law. A lot of my life has revolved around ASU and campus. As far as being a fan, I'm involved in a couple different tailgate groups, the Devil's Crew and Moustache Nation, and been a season ticket holder for 21 years now, if you include my student season tickets. The Moustache Nation started about 8 years ago. This year it'll be about 100 strong of 30 and 40 somethings that just invade, usually a college town, all wearing goofy mustaches, and people kind of look at us like an oddity, but it makes us stand out and it's a lot of fun. We grow the mustaches. No fake mustaches allowed. ASU was playing in the Sun Bowl. None of my buddies wanted to go, so I actually flew in the morning, watched the game. Unfortunately, the game went really long, and so I had to leave early, went back to the airport, watched the game-winning drive by the Sun Devils in the airport bar, and then got on an airplane, flew home. Now, the funniest part of that is that was actually where I met the original members of the Moustache Nation. So what makes the Moustache Nation so unique? The passion and the loyalty that we have for ASU. It doesn't matter how good or how bad our season's going. We're there to show Sun Devil pride, support the football team, and have a great time, and hopefully allow the people that we're partying with in other cities to have a great time. So my most memorable game while a student had to be the Rose Bowl in 1997. ASU played Ohio State, came within about 1:30 of going undefeated for the entire year, and unfortunately Joe Germain, who's actually here from Phoenix, led Ohio State down the field, scored the winning touchdown, and ASU was 11-1 that year instead of 12-0. The 56-14 beatdown of Arizona that year was also very memorable. If you're a loyal ASU football fan, then that's a big game. That is whether you have sanity for the rest of the year at work. It's probably a little underplayed nationally on how strong of a rivalry it is, but it's a rivalry not only on the field, but there's lots of stuff in the history of the two schools. It's on the field and off the field for the rivalry. My wife is as loyal a fan as I am. The funny part about my wife is that she's actually, don't tell anyone, a Wildcat undergrad major. So when I met her, I found this beautiful woman that I was set up with, and it was great. And so I had to send her to ASU's graduate school to cleanse her. And now that she's a graduate of ASU and an ASU fan, we went ahead and got married and now have a kid. We got married elsewhere, but we got pictures taken in Sun Devil Stadium. I have a 3-month-old, and he is also practicing to be a member of the Moustache Nation. About 20 years, I anticipate a really good mustache coming out of this. If my 3-month-old son eventually comes to me and says, "Dad, I want to be a Wildcat," I'll say, "Son, that's fine, but I'm not paying for it." So some of the ways we stay cool when we're tailgating here in Arizona or pre-gaming is you find one of the 8 or 9 trees on campus. We have these misting fans that you don't see in a whole lot of other places in the country, but here they actually work really well to keep you cool. And then otherwise, it's just a matter of drinking lots of water and staying as cool as you can. I've seen students driving around with what looks like a pool in the back of their pickup truck where they've lined it and they've got water. They weren't actually tailgating by us, but you could tell they were heading off to the tailgate and they were going to have a pool in the back and a little pool party at their tailgate. So that's a pretty original and good idea. I would describe my loyalty to the program as unbreakable. Being a loyal football fan is part of being a Sun Devil. It's really part of life. Arizona State fans are some of the most loyal because as we build our tradition and as our program raises itself to continued success, we're there every Saturday, screaming our heads off, yelling for our Devils, tailgating, enjoying ourselves, and just coming together as a Sun Devil Nation and supporting our guys. We're still a fairly young university, a fairly young football program, building ourselves up, and so we're all very excited about building those traditions here at ASU for future Sun Devils.
This loyalty story brought to you by Hyundai and the Postgame.